The test series between South Africa and India may be over, but there are two things that still continue to be talked about. One, of course, the pitch that was offered in Cape Town, and second, the future of Test cricket. AB de Villiers, the former South Africa captain, has let his thoughts known now on both those subjects, and as far as the pitch is concerned, his thoughts are contrary to what is believed to be the common consensus at the moment, and that the pitch at Newlands was not up to the high standards of Test cricket. In fact, sources suggesting at the moment that you're looking at a critical rating from the ICC for the track at Newlands, but that's yet to come officially from the ICC. Let's now talk about what AB de Villiers' assessment of the pitch and the larger issue of Test cricket, which he feels is now under pressure. Let's quickly get into the comments of AB de Villiers. He says that I'm not happy with the fact that there is not a third test match. Remember, India South Africa played only 2 test matches. You have to blame the T20 cricket going around the world for that. I don't know whom to blame, but I sense that something is wrong right now. He goes ahead and says that the players and coaches are not to be blamed perhaps. He says that if you want to see all the teams compete and see who the best test team is in the world, something has to change. And of course, he's talking about the World Test Championship over here, the championship which is just about a few years old now. You've seen New Zealand and Australia become World Test Championship finals in 21 and 23 respectively. But then he feels that if the endeavour is to find the best test playing nation out there, something needs to change. And when you talk about South Africa, clearly the fact that interest is now shifted to the SA20, which starts in a couple of days time, and there being a second string team that is gone to South Africa, that has gone by the way to New Zealand for those couple of test matches that they have to play. That tells you a lot about the health of Test cricket and how boards are now changing their focus as well. That's exactly what AB de Villiers has talked about over here. He goes ahead and says that South Africa's test squad for New Zealand has sent shockwaves around the cricketing world and has made it clear that Test cricket is under pressure, is what he says. He says that for what matter, even ODI cricket and the whole system is turning around T20 cricket. AB de Villiers saying very, very clear, not just Tests, maybe ODIs as well, under pressure. But then everything circling around T20 cricket, you need to find a solution around this particular issue right now. He says that the players, the board and the coaches will turn towards where there is more money. You cannot blame them for thinking about their future and future with their family. Now that's something that not just AB de Villiers but some of the other former players have also suggested and talked about, that a player, a professional, has only certain number of years under of playing days, or let's say playing years that they have, and the idea always is a player to maximize on those days in terms of financial capacities is concerned, which is why more and more players, and this is a debate that's made a lot for West Indies cricketers as well, where you see that the board and the players haven't been on the same page with regards to cricket because of these burgeoning T20 leagues. More and more West Indies players have diverged from the cricketing board and have wanted to play elsewhere and not perform cricketing or not fulfill their national duties. As a result of that, this debate keeps on coming up. But then where's the solution? AB de Villiers is also saying that we need to find a solution, because clearly we know it was the South African board's decision to not host a third test match because they were concerned about the ratings, they were concerned about their revenues, they were okay with 3 T20s, they were okay with 3 ODIs as well, but they didn't want a third test match. That's the health and that's the state of affairs of Test cricket at the moment. AB de Villiers then goes on to say that it was pretty stock standard. Now he's talking about the wicket, and this is where his contrarian view comes in. Now, while many have criticized the strip in Newlands, he says that it was a stock standard wicket for him, and that he remembers jumping around there on day 1, is what AB de Villiers says. You were talking about extra bounce. AB de Villiers says that on day 1 he remembers dancing around and jumping around when he used to play in Newlands. He says that if you can get through the first session on day 1, it gets easier. So AB de Villiers not quite agreeing with the popular opinion at the moment. He doesn't quite buy into the fact that, and I remember very well that one of his former teammates, Ashwell Prince, was rather very critical about the up and down bounce which we saw at Newlands. There isn't an official word from the ICC yet, but sources suggesting that you're looking at a critical rating or maybe a poor rating for Newlands over there, but we'll have to wait and watch. But AB de Villiers saying that it used to be like this during his playing days as well, and he used to have to jump as well to get across and reach out to the ball at times as well, but not quite the opinion that is shared with a lot of other former cricketers that he's played with in the past. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section, what you have to feel on both those issues, pressing issues, because you're talking about the nature of the pitch, you're talking about how much bounce is okay, not okay. Rohit Sharma was very explicit in his comments when those comparisons he made between when India have visited outside, and the fact that when the ICC rates pitches as poor, as we saw in Indore, if there is turn on day one, then why not this particular pitch as well, is the question that Rohit Sharma posed. So a lot of questions with regards to ICC's consistency in terms of rating the pitches, and where we are headed in terms of test cricket, all of that being talked about here by AB de Villiers in what can be seen as views which may not be in alignment of the general public out there or the former cricketers out there, but one page or one thing rather I should say, or one matter in which AB de Villiers finds himself on the same page as the others is the health of test cricket.